you a buck, give your dollar a squeezy. The girl's got the answer, you better believe me. Take it from Tara. Take it from Tara. Take it from Tara. Take it from Tara.
And you can take it from Tara that this is Monday night on Crescent Hill Radio. I'm Tara Bassett. We're so glad to have you with us on this beautiful Monday evening. It's looking like it's almost threatening snow out there, and we have Christmas music galore for you tonight. This edition of Take It from Tara is sponsored by the Magnuson Effort to Combat Human Trafficking and Team Bravo of Rodan and Fields. Our musical guests, Becky and Ken. You want to play a little bit underneath me there, Ken? Yeah, sure. Go ahead. Give me a little bit of music underneath to introduce all of our guests. Jackie Gulby is here from Udell Gardens as my co-host. Melissa Hopkins is here with No Kill Louisville and a wonderful dog named Reese. And Joe Ferry is in from Gilda's Club. Kim Thieneman joins us from Sacred Heart Village. And the players from the Alley Theaters, the complete works of William Shakespeare abridged, are all coming up this hour. And I tell you what, Becky and Ken, it's so good to see you both again. Becky O'Toole, Ken Lucchese. I really love you guys' music, and I'm so glad that you decided to come back.
Thanks for having me.
And you got some great Christmas music for us today.
Yeah.
We're going to get you in the spirit, especially if we have a little Let It Snow, Let It Snow, Let It Snow happening. That's going to be a lot of fun. And as we get into the hour, you will see the great talent that we have on stage at Take It From Tara throughout the entire night. We're starting out with the Alley Theaters. And do you have any Shakespearean music there, Ken? Shakespearean music.
Oh, no siento, no.
No siento? Okay, well, let's introduce our friends Joey Arena, J.P. Liebengood, and Scott Davis from the Alley Theater. Which one of you is going to be the spokesman?
I'll take that.
All right, good. Tell us about the complete works of William Shakespeare abridged.
Oh, this is a fantastic play, one of my personal favorites. It's written about 25 years ago. They've, for their 20th anniversary, rewrote the script, did a bit of a revised, abridged script, and then we've taken it and made it kind of our own as well. It's all 36 of Shakespeare's plays crammed into 90 minutes.
That's incredible.
We may not perform all of them well, but we do touch on every single one.
Well, that sounds like a lot of fun. Now, Scott, how did you get involved with these two guys? It's a dangerous question, isn't it?
Another question would cause a shuffle in where we're standing right now.
A shuffle or a scuffle?
A bit of both.
A little bit of both.
I've been sort of running the Alley Theater on and off for the last 20 years.
Yes. And they came to you and said they wanted to do William Shakespeare. What was your response?
Well, no, actually, they came to me and said, we can't find anybody who's good enough to work with other than you, and we just want to be your minions and do what you say.
I see. That's how we keep the power, the balance of power here, too.
Right.
And, JP, you and I are good friends on Facebook. It's the first time we've probably met in person, except for that one time I did a radio voiceover for you.
On the other side of the glass.
Yes.
Yeah.
So we were still technically separated by some sort of thing. I don't know what.
Booth.
Yes, a control booth. But J.P. Liebengood is with us as well, Scott Davis and Joey Arena. And I'd love to give you guys the opportunity to pick one of your favorite pieces from the complete works of William Shakespeare abridged, and just give us a hint as to what that possibly could be.
I think
Coriolanus?
No, they're all
we
so
can't
long.
do we can't do
Got all those
Coriolanus.
speeches. Nobody wants to listen
I think
to that.
we've decided the only thing we can get away with in this room is the histories, all of Shakespeare's histories.
All of Shakespeare's histories, and they are all truncated into 90 minutes in the show.
They're
But how
truncated
many
into
minutes here?
The histories
a minute and a
are
half.
we cover the histories in about a minute and a half.
Yeah.
Okay, well, if it's only a minute and a half, then I want to talk a little bit more about the Alley Theater
We
before
teach
we
to
do
the
that.
core,
Yeah,
so.
that's really good. Scott, you've come on the show before and talked about the Alley Theater. Some of the other upcoming shows that you are going to be wanting to promote, let's talk about those.
We're actually looking for, we've been getting back, I guess, to a little bit closer what our roots were when we were on Baxter Avenue. We're going to have Roughing on the Stairs, which is a Joe Orton piece, which I've loved forever, and Pinter's Dumbwaiter running in a group together. But in January, we're doing something that, as far as I know, nobody else in town has tried yet, which is the life and death of King John, Shakespeare's most famous and best play ever.
His least produced and least heard of play.
And is it a tragedy?
Oh, it's
The
a
play
history, but
itself?
it's a tragedy.
It is a tragedy. The show won't be a tragedy, but I'm sure that the
no.
concept of the Shakespeare had it as a tragedy. And what else are you involved in, Scott? Because I know you do a lot of acting around town. You produce, you direct, you do everything.
Most of everything I do with the Alley, although I'm the technical director over at Bellarmine. I teach at the Young Actors Institute during the summers.
Wonderful.
And every now and then still do a movie or two.
Yeah, and there are movies galore being made in Louisville and all around Kentucky.
Yeah, and there's a lot more than there has been in the past.
Yeah,
that's for
absolutely.
Sure.
A lot of independent films and a lot of some of the big people are coming in too, which is really
you just
kind of
finished one, didn't you?
Did you, Joey?
That's you. I'm pointing.
Oh, sorry. I thought you were pointing at her.
It's radio.
No, I finished.
got
I finished
Ustream.
some local shorts, but I didn't do that big budget one. They didn't cast me.
They didn't cast you. Well, it's their loss. That's what I say.
I totally agree.
JP, what do you do in your spare time away from William Shakespeare?
Well, we just finished another run of Star Wars in 60. I seem to be doing all the truncated plays in town, and we had a very successful run of that.
How many of the Star Wars movies in 60 minutes?
We do the only 3 that
count
that exist.
The original 3, right?
And I split time between the Alley Theater, where I've done 2 or 3 plays this year, and the Bardstown.
Aha, that's a great place.
And we just finished. They're closing up their Kings of Christmas, and then we'll be getting ready for our new season soon. So.
I love that. And Joey Arena, you are well known as Man About Town. But tell us what you do besides act in Shakespeare.
Well, I am the
Don't.
No,
please don't.
I'll give the polite version, the radio-friendly version. I am the chairman of the board of the Alley Theater.
Yes.
As well, I've been involved with it since the beginning with Scott. But besides that, right now, all I do is my day job, programming computers.
Programming computers. Yeah. We could use some help with that. We have so much music playing over the airwaves that the computers regularly just explode with music.
Well, I'm a software guy, so you'd have to find someone else for the hardware.
What language do you use?
Right now I'm writing in C#.net and Microsoft SQL backend.
Do you know that tune? C#.net, Ken?
Yeah.
Can you play a little bit of that for us?
D-flat.
D-flat.
Well, a lot of my code actually comes out in D-flat, even though it's supposed to be
even though
in
it's
C#.
C#. I love that.
Nice
okay.
little modulation mid-code is always good. Yeah.
Code modulation. Okay, so let's hear just a snippet from Shakespeare Abridged. This is the complete works of William Shakespeare Abridged, and we'll tell you where and when you can go to see it after we get about 1.5 minutes or 2 minutes, and we might even have one of you do one of your soliloquies, if you will, just for fun. Go ahead, take it away, Alley Theater
That's the problem,
cast.
though, with
So
the
we gonna do
histories. Is they
Agamemnon?
just go on. No, God, that's boring. I'm going to fall asleep if we do that.
Guys, I thought we could do one scholarly, straightforward approach to this.
Yeah, that's not going to happen. Look, I mean, the biggest problem with these scripts is they just go on and on. And okay, when I was sitting in the classroom in high school and I'd look out the window at the kids in the play yard while I was being forced to learn Shakespeare and Greek theater, I would just think to myself that if Shakespeare was more like sports, maybe it wouldn't be boring.
What do you mean sports?
Okay, like think about it. You've got all these kings in the histories, right? And they're like passing the crown from one little dude to the next little dude, and they're all running up and down the field trying to take somebody else's kingdom. It's a lot like football.
Yeah, I can see that. We can do that.
All right. Come on, let's line them up and do the histories.
Okay.
Ready?
Let's go.
All right. Henry IV, Part 1, Part 2. Hi.
And the crown is snapped to Richard II, that well-spoken 14th century monarch. He's fading back to pass, looking for an air downfield, but there's a heavy rush from King John.
My gross flesh sinks downwards.
And the crown is up in the air, and Richard VI comes up with it.
Victory is mine.
He's running down the field, and he's cut down by King John. Oh, he's cut into 3 parts. That's gotta hurt. Now, up is the next guy.
And the next guy would be King John is at the 40. He's at the 30. He's at the 20.
My gross flesh sinks downward.
And he stops at the 10-yard line to have a little sip of poison. Looks like he's out for the game. Replacing him now is number 72, King Lear.
All right, here we go. All right. Regan Goneril, I'll draw my kingdom. What?
Penalty. Fictional character on the field. Lear is disqualified, and he's not too happy about it. Replacing him now is the father and son team of Henry V and Prince Hal, or that's probably the same father and son team.
Right. And
quarterback hands it to the halfback to the hunchback.
Oh, a horse! My kingdom for a horse!
Looks like the hunchback's limp is giving him trouble. There's a pileup on the field.
Bungbo! And Henry VIII comes up with it. He's at the 15. He's at the 10. He stops at the 5-yard line to cut off his wife's head.
Who's your daddy?
Touchdown for the Red Rose. This is the beginning of a Tudor dynasty.
Henry V, Richard III, the whole royal family is freaking absurd. Go sports!
That's all the histories.
Yeah, all the histories in whatever that was.
Absolutely incredible.
The rest of the play is just as serious.
Sorry, your ADR totally threw me.
So which one of you guys is brave enough to give us a 1-minute individual?
To be or not to be?
Yeah.
Do it.
Okay.
To be or not to be.
We can do the to be or not to be.
Is it a minute?
Yeah.
Certainly.
Do
The
it.
most famous speech from all of
Do it,
all
Joey
Shakespeare.
Arena, the most famous
Now, but I
Shakespearean
will need
speech.
complete quiet. Guys.
Silence
This is
from
very
the peanut
serious.
gallery,
speech.
please.
Very heavy, very hard speech for an
Yes,
actor.
of
So
course
for
it
Joey.
is.
I do need to focus.
Right.
Okay.
Do it.
Focus.
All right. Yeah.
Okay, I'm ready.
All right.
To be
or not to be.
No.
Wait,
We'll
stop,
do it.
Scott. To be or... No, not to be. No. Wait, what is it? Sorry?
Or not to be.
To be. Okay, that's right. Yeah. Okay. To be or not to be?
That is the question.
No, I know, Scott. Stop it. I appreciate your support, though. I've got this. It is very difficult, though. Tara, please bear with us.
I bear with you.
To be or not to be, that is the question. Whether it is nobler in the mind to suffer the arrows, slings and arrows of outrageous fortune, is that right? Yes, or to take arms against troubles by opposing and look, I really can't do this with them humming. I'm sorry.
I don't blame you.
I can't do it.
Come on, this is the most important speech in all of Shakespeare.
I
You're
can't.
gonna quit?
The people over there were laughing at me.
They were laughing at you.
Yeah, your daughter right there was laughing at me.
Well, she always laughs at you.
Yeah, but she always
They were laughing at me like they laugh at Lulu.
Don't get into your soap opera again. Don't. It's his General Hospital.
I'm sorry.
And that's about as far as we ever get into be or not to be.
Yeah,
That's as far as you ever get. Well,
and I have
worth
to yell
it.
at you, and that wouldn't be appropriate.
Joey, tell us where and when we can see the complete works of William Shakespeare.
Certainly. It has 3 more performances right now, December the 7th, the 14th, and the 21st at the Alley Theater, which is at 1205 East Washington Street.
Wonderful.
All the information is available as well as tickets at www.thealleytheater.org.
Thealleytheater.org.
Mm-hmm.
All right,
it's a
good.
beautiful website that I just redesigned.
Yeah, that's ER Theater, right?
Yes,
we're not the fancy.
theater.
We're not the
No.
fancy.
That's Houston.
Not theatre,
If you
but
buy
theatre.
tickets, it's a long drive.
Yeah, if you buy tickets to the other one, you have
You got
to
a
try
number
to
to
text
call?
us.
Got a number to call?
No. Do you
No
know the phone
number to
number? It's on the website.
Okay, just go to thealleytheater.org.
We never call it.
Well, thank you so much for being in with us.
Thank
We
you for having
appreciate
us,
the
Tara.
complete works of William Shakespeare abridged from the Alley Theater Players. We want to thank Joey Arena, J.P. Liebengood, and Scott Davis for being with us tonight. Thank you so much, very much, very much, very much.
Thank you,
To be
Tara.
or not to be, that is the question.
That is the question.
And thanks to the Magnuson Effort to Block Human Trafficking for their sponsorship of Take It From Tara. Women and children are frequent potential victims of human traffickers associated with international criminal organizations. Vulnerable to false promises of job opportunities in other countries, many of those who accept these offers from what appear to be legitimate sources find their documents destroyed, their lives or the lives of their families threatened with harm, or bonded by a debt they have no chance of repaying. Human trafficking also includes persons who are trafficked into forced marriages, sweatshops, plantations, or domestic service. What can you do to stop these heinous practices? To learn more, visit humantrafficking.org, sponsored by the Magnuson Effort to Combat Human Trafficking. Take it away, Becky and Ken.
Oh, the weather outside is frightful. The fire is so delightful. And since we've no place to go, let it snow, let it snow, let it snow. It doesn't show signs of stopping, and I brought some corn for popping. The lights are turned way down low. Let it snow, let it snow, let it snow. When we finally kiss goodnight, and we'll hate going out in the storm. But if you really hold me tight, all the way home we'll be warm. The fire is slowly dying, and my dear, we're still goodbying. But as long as you love me so, let it snow, let it snow, let it snow.
Love that Let It Snow music. Becky and Ken Lucchese and Becky O'Toole, thank you so much for being with us tonight. And we're going to try to just, experience Christmas a little bit early, and we're going to try to encourage the snow to fall by singing Christmas songs. Meanwhile, joining us, which is really going to be fun, is Jackie Gulby of Udell Gardens. And Jackie, so good to see you again.
Good to see you. It's been a while.
We went ahead and brought the dog in because you spent so many years on television with dogs that we thought we'd go ahead and bring Melissa in and get her set up for the next interview. But she's going to be just sitting tight for a few minutes because we've got Reese down there, who is an adorable Cocker Spaniel. He's decked out in Christmas bells. And we've got 2 really wonderful special events that are coming up for the Christmas season. The first of which is at Udell Gardens. And I want to talk a little bit about the wonder of Udell Gardens at Christmas time. You guys have so many things going on out there. Why don't you talk to us a little bit about the Winter Wonder Walk?
The Winter Wonder Wander.
The Winter Wonder Wander.
Yes.
Winter Wonder Wander Walk.
Yeah, say that 3 times real fast. This is one of our new things we're doing this year. You know, we try to have things for everybody.
Yes.
And this time of year, I think people, they're always in such a hectic hurry, and they're eating more than they should.
That's right. They are.
So we thought we'd do something that kind of gets people up and moving and doing something a little different. So what we did is we have identified different trees for the most part and a couple of shrubs that are actually very interesting this time of year. Most people think everything's kind of bare and nothing's going on, just sort of
not true.
dull.
Not true at Udell Gardens, at least.
Correct. So what we have done is we have identified them with a snowflake and a ribbon, and people just sort of, we don't make it totally obvious because we want them to walk and kind of enjoy being outdoors. But they find the snowflake, it's got a number on it, and it corresponds to the description of that particular tree. So out in the Arboretum, which our Arboretum is a fantastic feature of Udell Botanical Gardens, because Theodore Klein, the man who lived there and was his commercial nursery, he started this Arboretum back in the late 60s, early 70s, and planted a lot of very unusual trees. So some of them are very, very unusual. So it's fun to kind of get out and see different things because, you know, in your own neighborhood, you tend to see a lot of the same. Same species.
Yes, everybody plants boxwoods. Everybody plants whatever, junipers, yews, and
oaks, and the same variety of those trees.
Yes.
So it's really interesting to come walk around and see those different specimens. But also for the kids, we have the train display in Snow Village in the castle.
Yes.
Which is really fun. It's very kind of old school, charming Christmas activity. We've got 2 locomotives and a wonderful Snow Village that has a lot of detail that we have a little scavenger hunt where kids can try to get them to focus, you know, on something besides
help with the ADHD and take away the phones for a while, right? That's the key right there.
So we have the train exhibit in the castle, and then on Saturdays, every Saturday except for the last Saturday of the exhibit, we have Santa in the barn.
Wonderful. He's going to be so busy.
He's a very busy man, yes. And we have hot chocolate from Williams-Sonoma, and then one of my favorite things is we have the Gnome for the Holidays scavenger hunt.
Gnome for the holidays.
So we have gnomes, little gnome statues placed strategically around the grounds, and you have clues to find them. So another way to get people out and moving a little bit. And the kids
like that
love
plan.
looking for the gnomes.
I like that plan. Now, Udell Gardens is open year-round, as we already know.
Yes.
But there are special times of year when it just really stands out, and I think this is one of them because so many people are looking for things to do in the wintertime, and they just can't think of anything to do where they can get outside, enjoy nature, and learn something. And you guys are giving them a perfect opportunity to do all 3.
Absolutely. And the other nice feature is the fact that we are not where there's a lot of hustle bustle fighting for the parking.
That's right.
And you know, it's we have a large parking lot, and we did have a great crowd this past weekend, but it's a manageable hustle bustle. It's not, we don't have cops out there and, you know, all the craziness going on. But it's a unique spot and place to come for the holidays without a doubt. And I have to mention because Carla would thrash me if I didn't.
Well, she would thrash you.
She would do that. We have our garden gift shop, and it's got a wonderful selection of gift items for nature lovers, gardeners, people of all ages, children, nice hostess gifts, and it's just a really unique shop. And you know, if mom doesn't feel like wandering or dealing with the kids, she can hang out in the garden gift shop.
Throw them out there with Dad.
Yeah,
one of the things that I think is fascinating about your transition from animal services to Udell Gardens is you've always been a green thumb.
Yeah.
Just walk into your backyard and you're going to see.
Yeah, I pretty much grew up in the garden without a doubt.
And how did you learn everything that you learned?
Same way. I mean, you know, you just learn by listening to people and by just having an interest. You can't help but learn if you're interested enough in something.
That's true.
You know, curiosity kind of guides you that way.
Was your dad a big gardener?
Oh yeah, without a doubt. He was more of a tree guy, trees and rocks. And if you saw my backyard, you would totally understand the rock thing. I'm kind of a rock nut.
My dad was the same way. He used to pick up rocks whenever we traveled across the United States, and we'd end up with the motorhome full of pieces of rock, from limestone to quartz to everything else, filling up the back, and then he'd take it home and put it in the garden. And he made a moon garden, which was really cool. It had
neat.
kind of reflective stones, so when the moon came out, the stones would almost shimmer in the dark. It was really quite beautiful. And Udell has a lot of wonderful features that are so memorable. Every time you go out there, you find more things to remember to share with the children or to bring the kids back to again the next time.
Without a doubt. And things are, with the seasons, they change, and things that stand out, it's changing constantly. And what's going to be exciting this spring is our new horticulture and greenhouse will be opening. Horticulture Center and greenhouse will be opening, and it's a solar geothermal powered facility, and there's going to be a lot of neat things going on in there. And it's just a really fantastically designed structure, and the way it all works in with the old and the new.
Will we see that now when we go out to the Winter
Yeah,
Wonderland?
it's not totally finished, but it's almost there. Yeah,
Oh,
you'll get
I
a
can't
good
wait
idea,
to see it.
good idea what it's going to look like when it's finished.
You want to give us general directions to get to Udell Garden, and we've still got plenty of time, so don't wrap it up or anything. But where do we find Udell?
It's really easy. You take 71. You're going to Crestwood.
Yes.
71 North. You take exit 14, the Crestwood exit, and then you just basically follow the brown signs on 329, and then it's a straight shot. You go through the light at the intersection of 146 and 329, which there's a McDonald's. Go under the train trestle, take your first left, and just head down the road about a mile, and we're right there on the right.
So if you can find the McDonald's, there's a really good chance that you're going to be able to find
It's really
Udell.
easy. I mean, saying that real fast, but trust me, it's just like, very straight angles, easy to get to.
Wonderful. Now let's just recap what we're experiencing at Udell Gardens this winter, because we want to run through all the things. The first and most important, Carla knows, is the gift shop.
Yes.
So stop at the gift shop, buy all the little tchotchkes that are available from Udell Gardens.
Right.
Leave Mom in there and let Dad take the kids out on the Winter Wander.
Yep. And then head to the castle, check out the train exhibit. Then, of course, you don't want to miss Santa. On Saturdays, he will be in the barn, and have a cup of hot chocolate to kind of round out your time there. And, and then, on your way out, become a member. That way.
That's the good thing. Now tell us a little bit about membership.
Well, one of the unique features of our membership is the fact that it's a reciprocal membership. So if you want to go to the Chicago Botanical Garden, you get in free.
Really?
Botanical gardens all over the country, and a membership for a single person is only $35.
Oh, that's nothing.
Family is $50. So, and if you think about a lot of these botanical gardens, their admission fee is $15.
Yeah.
So, and you get a whole package of coupons and discounts. It pretty much pays for itself.
Oh, that's tremendous.
So it's a good deal, and something that anybody who likes nature and likes to get out and just see something different, it's well worth it. It's a great Christmas present for the person who has everything.
I absolutely love it. And once again, tell us about the Winter Wander, and say that fast 3 times again.
The Winter Wander.
The Winter Wander.
Man, I can't believe I did it. It's just a great opportunity to go out in the Arboretum and see specimens of trees and shrubs that you did not know existed.
And there are many.
There are a lot. I had a lot of fun out there when we were putting up the snowflakes and walking around with our executive director and kind of deciding what would make sense to identify. And we have so much potential out there to do so many neat things and to engage people on so many different levels.
Yes, you
children to professionals, and we do a good job of it now. But we're really going to gear up next year.
Fantastic. Well, Jackie, thanks. And if you stick around, I'd love to have you just continue to guest host with me, because I know you can talk to the animals. Talk to the Cocker Spaniel in just a minute. Melissa Hopkins is here from the Go Santa Go Run. In the meantime, Becky and Ken, we'd like some more Christmas music, please.
Alrighty,
what have you got for us this time?
Still.
Oh, that's beautiful. Go for it. Becky O'Toole and Ken Lucchese. Accompanied by Reese.
Still, one can hear the falling snow, for all is hushed, the world is sleeping, holy star its vigil keeping. Still, one can hear the falling snow. Sleep, 'tis the eve of our Savior's birth. The night is peaceful all around you. Close your eyes, let sleep surround you. Sleep, 'tis the eve of our Savior's birth.
even accompanied by Reese. That was still a beautiful song. Thank you, Reese, for chiming in. We like to hear the howling of the hounds whenever we sing Christmas music. That brings us to the no-kill event of the year. This is the Go Santa Go Run, and Melissa Hopkins representing No Kill Louisville. Thanks for being with us tonight.
Thanks for having me.
I know that Jackie is a particular fan of dogs because of her long and storied history with the Louisville Metro Animal Services, where she did such a great job. And we really appreciate the fact that you brought this wonderful dog, Reese, and you were actually going to plan on bringing another one.
Yes.
But this guy got the starring role instead. Now, we can see him perfectly on camera right now. His backside is not his best view, but it's okay. There we go. Look at that beautiful face. Is he available for adoption, Melissa?
He has already been promised.
He has been promised. Well, that's really good news. Yeah,
Yes.
we're really glad to hear that. Tell us a little bit about the dogs that are available right now through No Kill's wonderful organization.
Right now, we don't have a whole lot.
That's good.
We have them. Yeah, we have them on our website, and our foster adoption program has not grown like we want it to yet. But we're going to work on that in the future. But right now, we have she's got one dog that is a part boxer mix, and I'm not sure what else it's mixed with, named Breeze. That's
Reese, come here. Reese, come here. Pull Reese back over so whenever Kathy takes the camera, you can actually see the puppy in the shot because, he's a real cutie pie. Go ahead.
That Breeze was supposed to originally come with me today.
Yes.
But I had a little snafu at home and didn't have time to run and get him. So that's why we have Reese. And then we have a new litter of puppies that is not going to be available for a while. There's, I think, 11 of them.
Oh, wow.
I know. And they're only like 3
Are they
weeks
mixed
old.
breed, I'm assuming?
Yes, they are mixed. They are, let me see if I can get this right, part Great Dane,
Holy smoke.
part Boxer. They're going to be huge.
Oh, my gosh.
But they are adorable.
I bet they are adorable.
And the mother, I think, is also up for adoption, and she's beautiful.
Which one is the mother?
The mother,
Great Dane or Boxer?
she is a mix.
She's a mix, too.
She's a mix too. She's got part Boxer in her, and I'm not sure what else.
So Daddy was a Great Dane.
Yes.
Definitely.
Yes.
And they're
Daddy-
going to be big puppies.
Yes.
So the No Kill Go Santa Go 5K fundraiser is happening this weekend. Let's talk a little bit about the event.
That is this Saturday, and it's going to be at the Louisville Front Water Park at 9 a.m.
Or the Louisville Waterfront Park, either one.
What did I say?
Louisville Front Water Park.
Okay. Yeah.
We knew what she meant.
That's okay. We got you at the Louisville Waterfront Park on December the 7th. You can get in touch with your inner Santas and elves, it says. That's kind of cute.
Well, they're going to provide T-shirts.
Oh, good.
And one will be like a Santa, and the other one will be kind of like a little elf costume. So you can pick, whichever one you want to be. And registration through the 5th is going to be $45 a piece.
Okay.
And then if you wait and register the day of, it's $50.
Okay. Well, so the price goes up. So if you get in before Thursday.
Before Thursday.
Right, before Thursday. It's okay, Reese. We're going to have the race, and you're going to be a part of it. I promise. Yes, I do. I promise.
What you think.
That's what I think.
He wants to be somewhere warm and just kind of chill out someplace.
He wants to chill out in front of a fireplace and
That's
have you
right.
feed him bonbons that are not chocolate. Now he's a famous dog because he actually likes Reese's peanut butter cups, but he
looks
can't
like
have
one.
them
Right.
because they're chocolate.
Exactly. He's more
It's
vegetarian
okay, Reese.
now.
It's okay, buddy. It's okay. Who is he barking at? Is he barking at Becky? I think he's talking to Becky, actually. Good boy, Reese. So the No Kill Louisville obviously is going to benefit from this tremendous fundraiser, the Go Santa Go 5K fundraiser, and it has a variety of programs and services. You want to run through some of those for us so we know what we're raising money for?
Yes. Right now we have a food bank that's open every Saturday from, with the exception of this Saturday, we will be closed because we're going to need all hands on deck for the Go Santa Go run.
Yes.
And we are open from noon until 3, and that's on every Saturday. We're not open during the week. And you have to come in and sign up and have proof of income and proof that your pets have been spayed or neutered.
Okay.
And it's all based on your income as to how much food you may or may not qualify for. The fundraiser goes to support that. We're all volunteers. We don't have anyone, even those of us on the board of directors. We all volunteer, and we are a working board, which means we do the same as the volunteers do. And also, our goal is to eventually make sure that any adoptable animal that is not, sick beyond being able to be rehabilitated
Yes.
ever be euthanized.
Yeah.
That is our dream. So we try to rescue those from shelters to help out and everything, but it's a never-ending
never-ending battle,
story,
as we all know.
Yes,
and there are a lot of wonderful things going on with this Go Santa Go. All participants are going to get a customized Santa long sleeve shirt, a hat and beard, or an elf long sleeve shirt, hat, and goodie bag. Costumes are encouraged. Awards are going to be given for the best group and best individual costumes. 9 a.m. at the Louisville Waterfront or the Louisville Front Water, whatever you want to call it. 129 East River Road. $45 if you register before Thursday. $50 the day of. Registration is waived for anybody who volunteers during the event, which is very nice. You can go to GoSantaGo.com for more information. And we thank you very much, Melissa Hopkins, for being here, especially with Reese, who has now taken a lying down position and is relaxing, no longer barking, is totally at home, even though Becky's been making faces at him the entire time. We want to thank you guys for being in with us. And Becky and Ken, we're going to have you give us a little bit more taste of Christmas music right after we thank our friends at Eternal Health Yoga for their sponsorship of Take It From Tara. Eternal Health Yoga at 3410 Frankfurt Avenue in Louisville's Crescent Hill is dedicated to sharing the joyful benefits of yoga with you. Teacher Training 200-hour program is certified with the National Yoga Alliance, and classes are offered 7 days a week by certified yoga instructors. Varied class packages available, including the introductory 30 days for $35. All levels welcome. EternalHealthYoga.com online and on Facebook, 502-424-3164. Celebrating 7 years of serving the Louisville, Southern Indiana community. And Ken, what's our next winter selection?
What child is this?
Oh, that's a beautiful tune. Go ahead.
What child is this who lay to rest on Mary's lap is sleeping, whom angels greet with anthem glee, while shepherds watch are keeping? This is Christ the King, whom shepherds guard and angels sing. Haste, haste to bring him low, the babe, the Son of Mary. So bring him incense, gold, and myrrh. Come, pleasant King, to own him. The King of kings salvation brings. Let loving hearts enthrone him. Raise, raise the song on high. The Virgin sings her lullaby. Joy, joy, Christ is born, the babe, the Son of Mary.
Oh, getting us right in the Christmas spirit. Becky and Ken, thank you so much for that beautiful song. And Jackie and I are going to talk next to Joe Ferry of Gilda's Club of Louisville. Welcome, Joe.
Well, hello.
We're glad to have you back. And you guys have a great project coming up, and I think it's on the 8th, which is Sunday.
Correct.
What are you going to be doing for Gilda's Club?
Well, we are hosting the 17th observance of National Children's Memorial Day. It's actually a worldwide candlelighting ceremony that is a special time of year to remember all children of any age who have died.
Oh,
and
that's so beautiful.
we're hosting that local observance on behalf of Compassionate Friends.
Well, they call them luminaries here. They call them luminarias in other places. And I know that it's wonderful sandbagged candles that are placed all around outside, and you're invited to join in lighting the luminaries.
Actually, it's inside, mercifully.
This is inside.
You never know how it's going to go. So weather-wise, it's hosted this year at First Unitarian Church. And the public is invited to come from 4 to 6:30 to make luminaries. And what's really neat about that is they bring the luminaries that come through the afternoon, make luminaries that celebrate the light that our children have been and continue to be in our lives.
Beautiful.
And then they gather those luminaries en masse in what we call the healing space, which is in the sanctuary of the church.
Yes.
So that as the day gets darker and darker, the room gets brighter and brighter with the light these children have been in our lives. And so it's really not only a time of year to remember them, but it's a commitment to continue the light that they have been in our lives and play that light forward to others.
That is fantastic. Have you ever been a part of a luminaria where they actually created the sandbag candles and brought them all in? That is such a cool experience.
Not in that fashion.
I think that'd be fun to do at UDEL.
It would be. Yep.
Light them up.
Yes. Yeah, we've got to find the right the right purpose.
The right purpose is right. Yeah. Well, Joe, these luminaries are being created, as we said, to celebrate the light that your child continues to be if you have lost a child. And the candlelighting ceremony at 7 is going to coincide with candlelightings from all around the world, apparently.
Exactly. Originally, it started as an internet observance through the National Compassionate Friends website, and then local communities kind of picked up on that, and we collaboratively do that with Hospice of Louisville here. And so at 7, actually at 6:45, we will start a candlelighting ceremony so that at 7 o'clock, a special ceremonial candle will be lit in concert with other ceremonies in our time zone at 7 o'clock. And then as that time zone shifts around the world, there's this wave of light that literally encircles the globe, and it's sort of surrounding ourselves again with the spirit and love for our children.
I wonder if there's a way to broadcast this. Do we have any kind of setup so that you can actually show these lights that are being lit all around the world? Do you have it connected somehow through video or
a great idea?
Yeah, through Skype. Yeah, put it on Skype so that you can watch all the lights be growing. Yeah. That'd be like watching New Year's Eve happening all around the world.
Yeah, exactly. I was trying to relate it to something else, but that would.
Yeah, it's kind of like when the lights go on in Sydney, and then they go on in Bangkok, and then they go on in Great Britain. If you don't think you are going to be able to attend, you can still have the name of your child and a luminary created in his or her honor.
One of the
apparently,
things that makes our offering unique to others is that for those families who cannot attend for whatever reason, they can simply call in and provide the name and age of the child being remembered and their name and complete mailing address, and we will enter their child's name in a book of names that's read every half hour.
Oh, that's beautiful.
And then also the luminary and the program from the ceremony will be mailed to them after the program's conclusion.
That's terrific.
So we've actually received calls from as far away as North Carolina.
Oh, wow.
But from families who cannot attend but have heard about what we're doing here in Louisville.
Oh, fantastic.
And, it's really kind of special.
So where's the closest other location where they're doing something similar?
There's an observance in Corydon. There's an observance. You can get on the National Compassionate Friends website, actually, and look up Worldwide Candlelighting, and they will help you find the one that's closest to you. So, yeah.
Oh, I just love that.
It's just about everywhere.
Gilda's Club has lots of roles in the community. Talk to us some more about what Gilda's Club actually does as service to Louisville.
It's probably easier to talk about what it doesn't.
Well, there you go.
But for those of you who do not know, we are a cancer support community. We are for men, women, and children of any age who have any connection at all to cancer, their own or someone else's.
Yes.
And it's really about living your life when cancer is a part of it, not dealing with the cancer so much, but dealing with your life when cancer is a part of it.
Yes.
And so we believe you are a whole person on a cancer journey, and we provide support groups, networking groups, education, classes, workshops, lectures that feed your mind, body, and spirit. Mostly feed your body because there's lots of food always.
There's a huge kitchen. Jackie, you would just be amazed if you could see the kitchen at Gilda's Club.
Oh, wow.
It's pretty amazing.
It's a full-strength industrial-sized but very homey kitchen with all the bells and whistles, and you have plenty of food being prepared there all the time.
But our whole purpose is to gather people together who share a common journey and let them share their collective wisdom with each other to figure out how they choose to live their life with cancer. Our job is just to gather them together. It's not unlike hosting a party at your house. Make sure the house is relatively clean, not perfectly clean. And then, when your guests come in, you mix and mingle, you introduce one to the other, and then you get out of their way. So I spend a lot of my time just getting out of everybody's way and letting them do what they need to do.
And you're the big guy in charge.
Well, yeah, they call me the chief mission officer, but that also means I take out the garbage, unclog the toilets, and whatever else comes
that
along.
goes.
So
all the things you have to do.
Kind of like what you do, you don't.
Yeah.
That's exactly right.
Jack of all trades.
Absolutely.
Or Jackie of all trades.
Yes, master of none.
So this is Sunday, December 8th. It's Gilda's Club in Hospice, and you're invited to create luminaries from 4 to 6:30 p.m. and light a candle with them right around 7 o'clock. And it's going to be at the First Unitarian Church. That's 809 South 4th Street. For National Children's Memorial Day, and that's in remembrance of all children who have died. And once again, you have the opportunity to enter your child's name into a book, and it's going to be read aloud and the luminary created in his or her name. And to do so, we can give Gilda's Club a call.
Absolutely. Yeah, we'll take any names and numbers for anyone who cannot attend. And the invitation is extended not only to bereaved parents and families, but also professional caregivers, because there's a whole lot of us out there who care for children who do not survive their illness.
Absolutely.
And who we need to remember because we grieve them too. And so we would like to extend an invitation to the entire professional healthcare community to consider attending to honor and celebrate the children who've been an important part of their lives.
That would be tremendous. You can call Gilda's Club. The number is 583-0075, or you can email missy@gildasclublouisville.org. And if you need any more information about this national event, you can go to compassionatefriends.org on the web, or you can go to the Gilda's Club website as well, gildasclublouisville.org, to find out more information. And it's going to be starting again in the afternoon on Sunday from 4 to 6:30, and the national lighting up is going to start at 7 o'clock, and it's going to go literally all around the world.
Correct.
I love it. This is going to be a fantastic event. Thank you so much for taking the time to come in and share it with us. Any last words you want to share with us about Gilda's Club?
It's we do a lot of things. We talk about it. It's about living your life with cancer with style, and we do everything with a sense of humor, and we believe that is the best medicine without all the side effects. So it's your clubhouse. Come on down, check it out. Everything we do is at no cost to anyone all the time.
And you don't have to have cancer in order to be a part of Gilda's Club.
Only a connection to someone who has cancer. Absolutely.
Wonderful. Well, Joe Ferry of Gilda's Club, thank you so much, and this is going to be a wonderful weekend. You can go to gildasclublouisville.org for more information, or go to compassionatefriends.org on the web for more detailed information about this fantastic light-up ceremony that's going to be taking place. It's for National Children's Memorial Day, and it's going to be luminaries that are going to be created from 4 to 6:30 on Sunday. You can be a part of that, and then lighting the candle with them at 7 o'clock at First Unitarian Church, 809 South 4th Street. Call 583-0075 or email missy@gildasclublouisville.org for more information. You can also check out the compassionatefriends.org network. Joe Ferry from Gilda's Club, thanks for being with us tonight.
You're welcome. Thank
you. Appreciate it. Do we have a beautiful song to reflect?
Silent Night.
Oh, let's play all the verses of Silent Night too. Those are my favorites. Becky and Ken, ladies and gentlemen.
Silent night, holy night, all is calm, all is bright, round yon virgin mother and child, holy infant, so tender and mild, sleep in heavenly peace, sleep in heavenly peace.
Let's harmonize.
Silent night, holy night, shepherds quake at the sight, glory streams from heaven afar, heavenly hosts sing hallelujah, Christ the Savior is born, Christ the Savior is born. Silent night, holy night, Son of God, love's pure light, radiant beam from thy holy face, with the dawn of redeeming grace. Jesus, Lord, at thy birth, Jesus, Lord, at thy birth.
Oh, what a beautiful song for that National Children's Memorial Day. Thank you so much, Becky O'Toole and Ken Lucchese. Appreciate you guys for being here. And you're going to Maybe you're going to come back.
Harmony.
Will you come back?
More of that.
Can you come back?
How about next week?
Would you come back next week?
Yeah.
I'd love that. I'd love more Christmas music.
All right.
That sounds fantastic.
Requests?
Yes, we could take requests as well. That's wonderful.
Absolutely.
Becky O'Toole and Ken Lucchese, thank you so much. And you've got some more in you, so don't go away yet. We got a couple more tunes before you go. Kim Thieneman from Sacred Heart Village is here. Welcome.
Thank you, Tara.
This is a big part of the Crescent Hill neighborhood, and it's called Mercy Sacred Heart.
Mercy Sacred Heart. Yes, we were Sacred Heart Village or Sacred Heart Home many, many years ago.
Yes.
Back, we've been there actually since 1892. So
Not in that location, though.
We were in that location at first, moved down to Jackson Street because this was the country, according to the bishop, and then moved back in the 1950s.
Isn't that amazing?
Correct. So, but we have changed our name officially to Mercy Sacred Heart just to represent our sponsors. We're sponsored by the Sisters of Mercy, who the corporate office is now in Cincinnati, Ohio, but the local Sisters of Mercy have been involved with Mercy Sacred Heart since 1892.
And do they staff it as well?
They did many, many years ago. At this point, we have one Sister of Mercy on staff. And, you know, if they've gotten into other volunteer roles and jobs, it's hard to find those to come and work with us. But
yes, unfortunately, vocations for nuns and priests have dropped off considerably, so it's harder and harder to find them to do the work that they've always done so well.
That is true.
But you have a great team of lay people, which is in Mercy Sacred Heart, and located right in the heart of Crescent Hill, literally.
Right. We're at 2120 Payne Street. So
right across from St. Francis of Rome.
Exactly, yes. Right in the heart. You're exactly right. And conveniently located to St. Matthews, to downtown. I know we always like to, Ashley Cochran, who's our admissions manager, she is always telling people when they're coming from downtown, oh, that seems so far. It's 7 to 9 minutes, depending on traffic.
It's easy to get here.
Distance.
Crescent Hill is in the middle of everything. Have you ever been in a short-term rehabilitation program?
No.
You haven't broken a hip yet?
Hey, yet?
Or had an elective knee or
hey,
anything
babe,
like
we're
that.
not getting any younger.
I have knock on wood.
No elective surgeries. No elective surgeries yet, but I'm sure that we have parents who have been in short-term rehabilitation programs. And that's one of the highlights of Mercy Sacred Heart.
Yes, it is. We actually offer all levels of care. We start at independent living, where we just provide housekeeping and your 3 meals a day. Everything else is up to you. It's your own little apartment, one and two bedroom or 2-room suites. And then we go up from there to personal care, where we actually have nursing staff on 24 hours a day, and we'll give medications. But they're still pretty independent as far as their own activities and dressing and bathing. And then we go to intermediate care, which is they need some type of physical assistance 24 hours a day, and they're there to live long term. And then we go to our skilled or our short-term rehab, which is what we have going in and out. The residents are always going in and out there. Our unit is actually newer, not quite 4 years old. There's definitely a myth we've learned in the Louisville area. A myth that Sacred Heart is hard to get into.
Really?
That we're always full. And
is that not true?
That is not true for our rehab unit.
Okay, that's
so
good to know.
They come and go. So more times than not, we're able to accommodate anyone who has that short-term rehab need.
You know, one thing that's becoming popular, and we know this with pet care, pet daycare is hugely popular because people feel guilty about leaving their dogs at home all day, right,
Yes,
Jackie?
indeed. Yep.
There is also adult children who need help with aging parents who are seeking that help at Mercy Sacred Heart, just possibly during the day while they work. So what kind of services would you have to offer that type of assistance?
And that is one of our other services. We do offer a medical adult day program. It's open from 7:30 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. Monday through Friday. So for those individuals like us who have aging parents who may not be able to be at home by themselves during the day, but we're good with them in the evenings, they can come. We have a nurse on staff, gives medications in that area as well.
Wonderful.
So,
do you offer transportation for those people, or do the children have to bring their parents to you?
we have offered transportation in the past, but found that there wasn't a great need, that most individuals wanted it to be on their schedule. So, but if that's not the case, there's always TARC 3 and different types of transportation we can set people up with.
That's really helpful. And the bus line actually goes by there all the time. So folks who don't drive cars and who need to transport their elderly parents via bus,
correct,
it literally scoots right through Crescent Hill and makes the turn there to get up to Frankfort Avenue.
Right.
So easy to find.
Exactly.
So if I'm looking for, let's talk about the hard to get into aspect of it. If I'm starting to look for a long-term care facility for an aging parent, why do I want to choose Mercy Sacred Heart? What are some of the great things about it? And then, if we've got a few minutes, I'll let Ashley come in and do her little dog and pony show too, because she wants to be able to talk.
That's right. Some of the great things about Mercy Sacred Heart, one is when you're looking for short-term rehab, we have one of the best therapy teams, I feel, in the city. And I've been in different places, so I really have compared. And personally, they've gotten my mom back home 3 different times.
Wonderful.
So I can speak for the success of our therapists. They're seasoned also. We don't have a lot of new therapists. We have over 100 years of experience among our therapists. And we are in-house, and I think that makes a difference. A lot of long-term care facilities contract their therapy, and so, you don't have that same ownership. We've got a brand new 26-bed rehab unit, all private rooms. They all have full baths with shower stalls that they can just stay right in there and take their showers. Brand new physical or therapy gym, physical and occupational therapy. And we've got a kitchen, so we go over cooking needs that they may have when they go home after they've recovered from whatever it may be, an elective hip surgery, a knee surgery, or maybe not elective. We've had folks who've had back surgeries, or maybe just were in the hospital for pneumonia and they're recovering. When you're 70 and 80 and you have pneumonia,
that's a big
don't bounce back.
You don't bounce back. It's a lot harder. And so needing a couple, 2, 3, 4 weeks of rehab can make a difference of someone getting back home or ending up in a long-term care facility permanently.
Yeah, huge difference. Ashley, you've been off camera this whole time. Do you have anything that you want to pop in and add? And you can just hop right into Kim's chair here and give us a couple of words of wisdom. You're the marketing director.
I am.
All right. Ashley Cochran, ladies and gentlemen.
I have been with Sacred Heart for 10 years.
Wow.
You're too young for that.
Well, thank you. Thank you.
She was a baby.
She started when she was 13.
It is true. No, I did. I started when I was 16 years old, and I have loved Sacred Heart. I can't speak to being at other facilities, working at other facilities, but the team that we have at Sacred Heart, they are wonderful. Everybody that comes to Sacred Heart comes back. We have a lot of repeat offenders.
Recidivism rate is very high. Is that right?
They always come back once we get them to Sacred Heart. So it's a great facility. We've got a great team, great medical director, Patrick Murphy of U of L Geriatrics.
Fantastic.
He's a great physician. Kim,
so how's the food? Gotta ask how the food is.
The food's good. The food's good. They feed us every Wednesday. It is very important. They feed us every Wednesday, and hey, I can't complain. And we've got great leadership from Kim. So short-term rehab needs, Sacred Heart is the place to go.
Wonderful to know. Well, we appreciate Ashley Cochran and Kim Thieneman, both of you, for coming in. Kim, you can step back into the shot for just a second. Right. Any last words you want to share with us about Sacred Heart? Mercy Sacred Heart.
Mercy Sacred Heart. Just if you have any questions or any needs, just give us a call. It's 895-9425.
Very good.
And if Ashley's out and about, she has her assistant, who's our admissions coordinator, Rubina Felker, or myself.
What's the website to get to Mercy Sacred Heart?
Our website is in the process of being revamped.
Okay.
So it's not quite up.
Okay.
But we are on Facebook.
Oh, that's good. Mercy Sacred Heart.
Mercy Sacred Heart.
And let's give the telephone number one more time just because the website's not up.
Sure. It's 502-895-9425.
Excellent. Kim Thieneman and Ashley Cochran, both from Sacred Heart. Mercy Sacred Heart, right in the heart of Crescent Hill. We appreciate you guys very much for being with us tonight.
Thank you for having us.
And we want to thank Team Bravo of Rodan and Fields for their sponsorship of Take It From Tara, and then followed by more Christmas music from Becky and Ken.
Rodan and Fields skincare consultants pride themselves on changing faces and changing lives on a daily basis. To respect dermatologists, Dr. Katie Rodan and Dr. Kathy Fields say that using their products is like visiting their office, but without the cost of seeing a dermatologist. At myrnf.com, you'll find helpful hints. Get a free skin analysis using the solution tool and discover Rodan and Fields' seasonal skincare recommendations. For more information, Maureen Bravo, 407-810-4665. Email maureen.ruii@gmail.com. On the web at Maureen Bravo at myrnf.com.
Thanks so much to Team Bravo of Rodan and Fields Dermatologists, changing skin and changing lives for their sponsorship of Take It From Tara. Becky and Ken, you ready for another tune? Yes. All right, take it away. What are we singing? Oh, I love this. Go for it.
Oh, holy night, the stars are brightly shining. Is the night of our dear Savior's birth. Long lay the world in sin and error pining, till he appeared and his soul felt his word. A thrill of hope, the weary soul rejoices, for yonder breaks a new and glorious morn. Fall on your knees, hear the angel voices, oh night divine, oh bright, when Christ was born, oh night divine, oh night divine.
Absolutely beautiful. Becky O'Toole and Ken Lucchese, thank you so much. You got one more song before the end of the show, and before we do that, we want to promote one of our fellow Crescent Hill Radioians.
Hi, Tara.
Radioian, is that what it is?
Yeah,
Hi, Ed Black. How are you?
It's whatever you want it to be. Hi, Tara.
You are wonderful. Tell us about your brand new show, and you have a brand new host. Co-host.
Yeah, co-host, yeah. Blacklisted Comedy, Tuesday nights at 7, Crescent Hill Radio, hosted by myself and who I call the whiskey tenor with his beautiful silvery locks, Tony King.
Why do you call him the whiskey tenor, just out of curiosity?
It was a show that we were doing, and I think that name was sort of like thrown out just because of the tone of his voice. So I loved the sound of it, so we just kept using it.
The whiskey tenor. Now, what is the whole concept of Blacklisted Comedy?
The concept of Blacklisted Comedy is to inform everybody about comedy events that are going on in the city. We like to spotlight regional talents, headlining comics, anything that has to do with anything going on in comedy in Louisville. We want to talk about it. And we want to get the news out to everybody.
Wonderful. How was your Thanksgiving?
Great. It was awesome.
Never got to ask you how your Thanksgiving was, Jackie.
I painted the
You
whole
painted
time.
the whole weekend?
Mhm.
What did you do, the whole house?
No, just one room.
Just must have been intricate detail, right?
It's a long story.
Okay, so lots of painting.
How was yours, Tara?
Well, I was in Atlanta for part of it and Orlando for the other part.
Oh,
and my greatest Thanksgiving gift was that my sister survived thyroid cancer surgery. And today it was confirmed that there was indeed cancer in her thyroid, but they got it all. It was encapsulated, and they felt very confident that she would not have to have any follow-up radiation. So that was the greatest Thanksgiving present that we ever could have had.
Well, I'll tell you what, after Thanksgiving, I was afraid I was going to have food removed from my stomach because,
surgically?
Surgically, because you
were ready to blow, huh?
Yeah, because you sleep on it. You sleep on it that night. So the next day I woke up and that meal was still like right there.
Well, turkey has tryptophan, which makes you sleepy, so you have to be sure not to sleep too hard on the turkey. Thank you for coming in and sharing Blacklisted Comedy with us.
Thank you for having me back, Tara.
We're always glad to have you. And Jackie, thank you so much for sitting in with us and talking again about wonderful Udell Gardens. Give us a quick recap of what to find at Udell Gardens on this Winter Wonder Wander that we're going to be experiencing.
Well, there's the Winter Wonder Wander where you will go in the Arboretum and search for snowflakes and learn about unique featured plants, specimens out in the Arboretum, and be amazed by some of the things that are going on with nature this time of year. There's the train, Udell Express in the castle. There's Santa in the barn. There's the gnome for the holidays.
For the holidays.
Scavenger hunt. And then, of course, you can go shopping in the garden gift shop. So there's lots to do.
Don't forget.
We're going to get Santa on Blacklisted Comedy, by the way.
Are you really? Is it going to be a clean Santa?
Yeah, we're working on it.
Yeah, I hope so. I hope it's Santa's helpers, because we always know that Santa is clean. Halloween, but Sam and Santa's helpers have a little bit darker sense of humor. And I'd be willing to bet that you'd be going for one of those.
And the Christmas episode is going to air on Christmas Eve.
Wonderful to know. Okay, good. Well, Ed Black, Blacklisted
Christmas
Comedy.
episode.
Don't forget it.
Christmas Eve.
Don't forget that Christmas episode. Meanwhile, I want to thank all of our guests. Can I have a little play under here, Ken, for just a few seconds, and then I'm going to have you guys do your closing song. We want to thank all of our guests, musical guests, of course, Becky and Ken, Becky O'Toole and Ken Lucchese, Jackie Gulby from Udell Gardens, Melissa Hopkins for No Kill Louisville, Joe Ferry from Gilda's Club, Sacred Heart's Kim Thieneman, and Ashley Cochran, who happened to come in with her, and the Alley Theater's great cast of Shakespeare Abridged. Next week, Chris Hartman is going to call us live from Moorhead as they are passing another fairness ordinance. Rebecca Eves will be here for the Arrow Fund. The Christmas Cottage will be represented. Margaret Heron Care and Insurance for the holidays. And hey, Becky, did you really mean it when you said you guys would come back next week?
If you want us to.
We want you to. We want you to bring more music and maybe a few Tim Krekel songs.
Yeah, one or two Tim Krekel.
Yeah, that's one of Jackie's favorites.
For Christmas.
We would love that. Make sure you check out our archives via CrescentHillRadio.com's website, SoundCloud, Ustream, and YouTube. And this show always goes up on YouTube the day after it's aired, so you'll be able to see us just about live all over again and review the wonderful show that you've just experienced. I'll see you next Monday on Take It From Tara from 5 to 6 p.m. on Crescent Hill Radio. And Becky and Ken, what are we going to close with?
Joy to the World. You got to sing it with us.
We'll sing along with you. You guys ready?
Ready.
You don't want to hear me sing.
Hit it, Ken.
Yeah, me neither.
To the world the Lord is come. Let earth receive her King. Let every heart prepare him room. And heaven and nature sing. And heaven and nature sing. And heaven and nature sing. Joy to the world, the Savior reigns. Let men their song employ. White fields and floods, rock hills and plains. Repeat the sounding joy, repeat the sounding joy. Repeat, repeat the sounding joy. He rules the world with truth and grace, and makes the nations prove the glory of his righteousness, and wonders of his love, and wonders of his love, and wonders of his love.
Yay! Ken and Becky. Have a great night, you guys. See you next Monday. Thanks so much.
Bacon and cooking in my ears.
You're welcome. Always happy to have you. Sit by.
Get a picture of us this time.
So much going on in this town. We're so lucky to have an expert around. But when you need advice on what's really going down, take it from Tara. With so many choices, it ain't easy. Get the bang for your buck, give your dollar a squeezy. The girl's got the answer, you better believe me. Take it from Tara. Take it from Tara. Take it from Tara. Take it from Tara.
sing while you play?
Yes.
Mix on that.